My name is Christian and I live here in beautiful Thailand, and I am currently converting a old Toyota Hiace Commuter from 2011 into what I think is the perfect camper van with a nice blend between beach life, good food, relaxation and fitness. And in today's video I'm turning everything upside down. Whether that is progress or the opposite, I'll let you be the judge of that. But if you have 20 minutes to spare and you want some entertainment, grab a cup of coffee and let's get cozy. Let's get to work. We got a cheeky evening session getting some stuff done in the van. We got the cushions from the tailor last week. They are actually really awesome. So look at this. They look pretty good, huh? And then the other piece down here. And then I always have this like temporary piece, and the other one is here, so then that goes here in connection, and then I can sleeve there. But I originally thought that I would keep this a little bit lower because I'm a pretty tall guy, and when I sit like this I'm gonna hit the ceiling. But I've come to the point now and just realized that it's so annoying that when we sleep that I have to sort of put something under it in order to bring it up in the right height. So I've just decided I'm basically just going to try and raise this platform now, because it's so annoying that it's not just like ready for me to sleep on. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then once we fix that, unfortunately when I removed the shower, you can see that the flooring ended here. So I will have to remove all of this. And the plan is to, just remove it all this weekend. Hopefully I can find a replacement. I haven't really checked what materials I have available, but I'm just gonna keep my fingers crossed that I can find something that is like in the colors of either this brown tabletop or that grayish, brownish cupboard color. So, but first let's have a look at this thing and see what we can do to raise it up. There we go. I've been summoned by the wife for dinner, so I cannot finish it, but I made it pretty far. So I raised it up a few levels and need to adjust these hinges, the hinges that are here, so this becomes like a swivel storage compartment. And then we take this, bam, like this. Oh yes, nice. We're not going to be able to finish it today. We also have to buy another plate of this thin wood and I'll cover that top part. So lots of stuff still to do, but at least I took the initiative today and used a few hours that I have available to do this. So one step closer to the final build. Now let's get some dinner. Okay, next day, or fresh day, to get back into the van and create some positive changes. Hey, by the way, new fridge. Look at that, Alpicool T50. Split compartment inside here for freezer and fridge, or just both fridge. And last time, just to review, we obviously fixed this. This right here to be the same height as the rest of the bed. And today I'm basically gonna mount this as task number one. This is going to be mounted, so that is finished. Task number two, we're going to apply the last bit of sound deadening rubber tape that I have here over here. And then potentially task number three, I got a fresh delivery, so depending on what that is, that's going to dictate the next step. Okay, I think this is the second layer of insulation, which is this PE heat reflecting layer. Oh yes, so here we go. So this layer is going to go on the outside of that sound deadening, and this is heat reflection or heat reflecting, so it's always going to keep the cold air inside and the warm air outside. And then we have some, I wasn't really sure on how to mount it, so I got some adhesive spray. Hopefully that will work. Not sure. So that's good. But first, let's go ahead and finish the bed. There we go, there's a level. Okay, so now let's have a look at all of this. So this now goes, the Velcro goes on, so it's stuck. Yes, and I'll have an extension in the end with like a little flappity flap. So this is not gonna be on all the time, but when it comes up, I'll have the extension like this. Yep. Let's see. That's pretty freaking good, huh? Happy days. Okay, on to the next one. So next task, let's first clean this and then get the sound deadening rubber tape on, and we'll take it from there. Let's go. Look at that right there. That is the proper heat reflective PE foam. It has arrived, and I started already now mounting it using this adhesive spray, which is very satisfying because it at least gives a much better feeling of a finish compared to like this messy looking mess here. It looked like a space rocket or something. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this now, basically just trying to make as much of this roll. There's quite a lot of material, so I think I'll be able to cover everything, which if I get that on everything, that will be an absolute massive achievement. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. Wow, that was probably 2 hours. Ba-bam. Now, so down here it's still a little bit spotty because we are changing the aircon at one stage. So even that gray thing is gonna come off. Why didn't I take that off yet? I should remove this. Huh? That's another thing you can do. Anyways, from this point all the way down, you know, up top. Oh, actually I have a stripe there I need to cover, but other than that it's been covered pretty much. There's nothing behind the computer setup, so I'm almost tempted to try and do something about that computer setup and potentially move it over here, because I feel like the chair here is like very crammed up. There's not that much space, and I guess like, I mean, it makes sense to sit up here in front, I think, and sit and do the work. I'm not sure. There's just also more space for me to move around in the chair, which is, I'm a big guy, so that's some thoughts I'm having right now. But I've just been going at it now pretty much non-stop since definitely 3 hours, and I need to get some sugar. My blood sugar is getting low. I need to get some sodium for my hydration, and I need some food. So let's call it lunch break. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna think about what to do next. Be back in a bit. Okay, back from lunch, and I was hesitating a little bit filming, but I realized now I need to get the camera on because of what's happening here. Okay, you maybe can't see it probably, but I basically started pulling this thing completely apart. And it's kind of loose now, which is good because I want to move it here. Whether that is a good idea right now or a bad idea, I don't know, but I have to find out, because it's gonna enable me to then also insulate up here. up behind, which is the next step, so I can finish that as well. Let's keep our fingers crossed that this is not a bad idea. My memory card just got full, but before we continue with the build, I just want to show you my favorite time of day right now. I have a wide angle lens on, so maybe it's not the best, but right now as the sun goes down behind the mountains over there and afternoon light just kind of hits. I love this time of day. Anyways, let's get to work. This van looks absolutely nothing like when I bought it now. And some people might say that it's a shame to strip it completely, but I think it's very important. It is important for me that it's personal. So for me to sort of keep what I want to keep, change what I want to change, is important, because then I can make it completely mine, my design. And that's what we're doing step by step, basically. Even though it looks like I'm just tearing everything apart and getting nowhere, I'm obviously getting somewhere with something, and then maybe not so far with other things. But with time, you know, it's all gonna come together nicely, and I cannot wait. What do you think?
I thought we were not throwing away the table, though.
Of course not.
Well, I think tomorrow after work I will come back and this will be gone too.
No, I'm not taking anything away that I built.
But it looks big.
A lot of space now.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look good?
Yeah. I'm excited to see the paneling
Yeah, me too.
once we put that up.
There's one more layer, which is like this foam, and then there's the paneling.
But we're gonna need the AC before that.
The AC is holding everything back, yeah. Okay, last task of the day now is going to be to remove the laminate floor. I'm getting tired.
I guess it wasn't meant to be.
What a day working on the van. I did not expect I was gonna get this done today, but everything happens for a reason. And with that other setup here is something that's just been bothering me a little bit, like not enough space. I wasn't happy fully with everything. Now I'm just gonna build it exactly how I want. And I know that's the silver lining in this. It sucks that, of course, it looks like I'm tearing everything down, but then when I'm rebuilding it, it's gonna be a million times better. And I'm super excited for that. So I think now I need to call it for today. It's been a long day, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. See you in a bit. What's up, team? Fam, we're back. It's Sunday. The sun is shining. And we're ready to push this van further ahead. Maybe I should remember the key first. Okay, key acquired. I went to the hardware store this morning and I got something really exciting. I got the flooring. But then look at this. What the hell? Yes. Look at that. Oh my god. It's coming off. So, before I get to the flooring, what needs to happen, I think, is that, well, I know I need to take my heat reflecting tape and go over all of this and tape it on, because apparently that adhesive spray wasn't as adhesive as I thought it was. Okay, I'm gonna do this. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm basically just taping the foam sheets together, and I guess that's just really what I have to do anyway. So I'm gonna get that done all over the van. So that's probably just gonna take me an hour's time, but I'll do that now, and then we're gonna get to the good stuff, the flooring. let's get this done. Okay, well that took a whole lot longer than I expected, but putting that tape on, you know what, was kind of satisfying. Every little corner, every little connection between these plates have now been, or these foam boards, it's now been taped together, as you can see here. All the way down, everywhere. So now they're definitely not gonna come off. So that's nice. But that leaves me with the task I was supposed to do today, which is, well, first I need to clean this floor, because that is pretty dirty now. I'm gonna install the flooring. But first, let's clean up. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you can see, but we're basically ready. We're ready to do this. And I'm building this whole van with ChatGPT. Okay, I don't know how to do any of this. I'm basically just putting in the prompts, and ChatGPT will help me find the local hardware and materials that I need. So this is what we got. We have some, I forgot the word for these. Oh, laminate. Yes, we got some laminate 8mm flooring plates here, which has this sort of like click on function, which I could actually just put it down on the floor. I don't even have to glue it. Apparently gluing it is not the best idea when it's in a van, because the temperature changes, especially here in Thailand. But to avoid any rattling noises as you drive, I was recommended to put this little layer of very thin foam, 1mm. So I'm gonna do that first. Hopefully it's the right thing to do. So I'm gonna cover the entire floor with this, after which I'm gonna start putting the floor plates on. So let's do it. Okay, so seems like what we're doing here is that we're just clicking these in like this. Pretty neat and easy. Click it in there. And then of course I'll make some sort of little nice finish here. Yet another very satisfying feeling. I think it looks pretty good. What do you think about that color? Let's just do the whole thing then. So I think we're slowly getting somewhere with this flow here. Still need to finish here, but it's looking pretty good, isn't it? I think it's looking pretty good. Alrighty, look at that, will you? I think that is looking pretty damn good. This is just kind of hanging over. And I'll find some sort of way to finish this. But I think that floor looks pretty sweet. What do you think? That's a massive upgrade from before, that's for sure. And looking up and seeing the, oh, I actually need a little bit more there, but all the connections of these foam boards is all taped up. That is lovely. And as much as this is enough work for me today, next up, as I get more materials delivered, we're gonna insulate the last bit, and this foam board, this stuff is removed from there. I need to figure out what to do with this panel, and then insulate that last bit. Then down here we're going to insulate it in there, and then once that is insulated and this is insulated, then I can start building the new office setup, which is nice. I'm so happy that I actually decided to to tear this down and change the flooring and just rebuild it up from the beginning. That was for sure the right decision. It's almost like a fresh beginning, even though it's not really a beginning. It's just a continuation of what it was before, but I can really start building from a foundation now that is like so satisfying to put your feet on, but also just look at, because it looks so good. I mean, that looks great. And then of course, imagine when we get the ceiling on, also, you know, PVC style, the wood looking plastic, that's going to look phenomenal. So yeah, things are coming together nicely, but this is for sure, this is all for now. I hope you enjoyed this conversion video. Any tips and tricks, because I'm obviously not an expert at all whatsoever. I told you I'm making this video with ChatGPT, or this build with ChatGPT. Any tips and tricks, please just drop it in the comments, and tune in next weekend if you'd like to see the next sort of step building this Toyota Hiace Commuter into the most I don't want to say impressive, because I'm not the best builder, but in my own subjective opinion, most amazing build that can take us around Thailand, including doing workouts, and mix a whole sort of fitness lifestyle into it. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.